Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about promoting your site with pay-per-click or PPC AdWords. You can use other avenues like, SEO, things like that. But one thing I want to say before we actually dive into this is that you need to make sure that the campaign that you are promoting allows a certain thing like search, web, social network, DLS, things like that. Because if they're not allowed and you promote it that way, then you're not going to get credited, and most likely some complications will arise. Now, one thing I would recommend you do is to read the terms and conditions. So you know what's acceptable, so you go to the acceptable use. So you can see what you can use, what you can't use, and because if you break these laws, then Neverblue is probably going to delete you and ban you from their network. So, like deceptive advertising. And what you can and can't do with the creatives and what kind of fraud, potential fraud, you just don't want to do it, and all the hard work you spent on creating your CPA offers, landing pages, and promotions are all going to be gone within the night. Okay, so let's talk about PPC. Like I mentioned in video 6, PPC, somebody clicks on your ad, they go to your landing page. From your landing page, they go to the CPA offer. You don't want to direct people from the PPC ad directly to the CPA offer, because Google is kind of picking up on that about affiliate offers and things like that. Plus, you could also build your list if you wanted to. You could have a landing page with a subscription form on it. That way, all the traffic you're sending to the CPA offer, you're still, getting those people on your list, which is another idea, but I'm not going to dive into that today. Okay, so here's my list of keywords, but in this case, I don't really care about these keywords. I just care about this keyword, and you'll see why in a minute why I do this. I do this because my conversion rates, if I'm just bidding on one keyword like that, or maybe this keyword, then even though I'm bidding on just one or two keywords, my conversion rate's going to increase, and at the same time, I'm not going to have any keywords that are not getting much clicks and that are affecting my campaign. So I want to have the highest conversion rate as possible as far as click-through rates, so that Google can reward me with a higher quality score, from here to here. But at the same time, they can reward me by giving me lower costs per click because I'm getting more clicks for that keyword. Now, and also the reason why I'm using only one keyword is because when I send people from my campaign, they hit the landing page, they're going to see Digsby I'm client. You see, if I had bid for, Digsby how to add Yahoo contact, I would need to make a new campaign with those keywords in it. The point is that whatever keywords I use here needs to be here, and also needs to be here, so that my conversion rates jump. Basically, the person clicked the PPC ad because they're expecting something. They get to the landing page and it's not there, they're just going to exit, and you lose whatever money that you invested into the PPC campaign. So with that said, it's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and create a campaign. Now, to create a campaign, all you need to do is log into adwords.google.com, go to campaign, click on new campaigns, and you'll find this page right here. Digsby I'm client, and remember that they only pay you for specific leads that come from specific areas like UK, United States, Canada, places like that. So I'm going to choose United States and Canada just to test it out. And I'm going to put my budget as $10 a day just because I'm testing it. My position and my preference, I'm going to leave these as is. Schedule start date. I don't have a start date or finish date. It's going to start today. And add delivery and add rotation. That's good to go, so I'll save and continue. Now I'm going to click on settings here. There's one thing that I forgot to say is that when you're in the networks, you click let me choose. When you create a campaign, you should create it for content networks or search network. You should never combine the two, otherwise the conversion rates will drop like crazy. Because you got to remember, with search networks, your conversion rates are going to increase because it's exactly what the person's looking for. Content networks just show on as AdSense, so of course your conversion rate's not going to be as high. So in this case, I want to use search networks, so I'm going to uncheck that and leave those to be. If I want to create another campaign, I could choose content network only and uncheck the Google search. So click on save and I'm good to go. So the next thing I need to do is set up my ads and make sure that I use this keyword in here. Now I've created a campaign, I need to create an ad group. So I can create two ad groups, one for search and one for content networks. In this case, I'm only going to create for search. Now remember that Digsby is free, so that's a good thing. We're not selling people to buy anything. So we could say Digsby IM client video review. So the point is that you see, okay, Digsby IM client review. There, free Digsby IM client video review, and watch, because what's going to happen is people are going to type in Digsby IM client review, and if you notice, if I go to Google here, okay, for example, and I type this in, you see how Google bolds? I don't know if you can see that. Okay, yeah. You see how people bold that, the Digsby IM client? When people type that in, they're going to look around and say, okay, I want to see these exact words bolded. And if they see my ad over here, what Google is going to do is they are going to highlight and, bold every time you see Digsby IM client review. So they're going to see it every single line. And it's going to show out very, very easily. So display URL, let's say I have that domain and my destination URL is www.that. Now with the display URL, you want to make sure you have www.imclientreview. Make sure every single word is capitalized. Once I do that, I just need to enter the keywords here. And I'm going to start out with about 5 cents. Since nobody's bidding on it and there is absolutely no competition in the Google network in that section, that's good. So I'm going to click a save group, add group, and I'm good to go. So what Google is going to do is they're going to look at your ad and they're going to look at your landing page and they're going to compare the two. Like I said earlier, if the keyword's on the PPC and the landing page, they're going to give you a higher quality score. With a higher quality score, it's basically a rating as to seeing if your landing page and your PPC ad go together, because Google wants to ensure that when people search for specific something, they see your ad in its quality, because if it's not, they're going to give you a lower score. Your ads are not going to be clicked on as much, and your cost per click is just going to jump real high. So make sure you follow all these guidelines and watch out for the click-through rate and tweak it and see where you go. That's pretty much it for this CPA video series. Remember to review the CPA offers first, do your necessary keyword research, create the specific landing pages like I showed you, and promote it with PPC or whatever they're going to allow you to do.